This morning I'll start off by sharing a true story. This happened yesterday. The video yesterday was really getting long. I was going to include this story. I didn't want to make it too overbearing. Anyway, I was out on the FCR. Now where I ride, I usually take Route 80 for roughly 25 minutes, a half an hour, depending on the traffic. It's a boring half hour. You can just sit there and drone like with cruise control. Now I know one thing, because I've made this trip from my house to Route 15 so many times, that there's law enforcement up the ying. Sometimes they're in the trees, they're in the sewers, they're in helicopters. So I've resigned myself to the fact when I get on Route 80 by Willowbrook, I basically have 20 minutes to just, dream about something. So yesterday on the way back, you wish you could make stuff like this up. Great story. I'm coming back and I'm at about halfway, and I'm in my own la-la land thinking, I can't wait to get home, I'm hungry, I need coffee, and pulls up right next to me, almost touching handlebars, is somebody on a Hayabusa. And I look over and I think, do I know this guy? Is he one of the guys from the A-Team? Hayabusa, I don't know anybody with a Hayabusa. And he's looking, he's going, and he's probably like in third gear when I'm in sixth gear or fifth gear or whatever. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this all about? Does he think I'm a teenager? Can't he see I have gray hair? Doesn't he know I'm an old bastard? I don't do this anymore? So anyway, I know from having done this so many times, gone up and down this road, a lot of times my Valentine will start beeping, beep, 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 beep. And then a car will pass me, an unmarked car. Usually they're black or dark gray. And I look in and there's a state trooper driving a car. It's an unmarked car. Okay. So I look over at the guy and I'm kind of like thinking, you're a young guy, go do your thing. And he showed me how fast Hayabusas are. And he laid down on the tank, went flying past. And I was just sitting there, and as he did it, I heard beep, 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 beep. And one or two cars behind us, the car turned into a Christmas tree. Along that top of where the windshield is, red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. The grill, red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. The blinkers go start beep. And he chased this guy down. Now I thought, Hayabusa, he'll just outrun the guy. And Route 80, well, you know how smart some people are. I just backed it down to the speed limit, because we're usually 5-10 over the speed limit. And they don't care about that. But I said, well, the guy got away with it. The guy got away with it. Now I'm 8-10 miles down the road. I'm almost in Patterson. I said, I guess that guy was a good rider. He outsmarted the cops, whatever he did. As I see it, I see flashing red lights everywhere, 4 or 5 cop cars, and they got him pulled over. So I'm thinking, now if I was tempted to say, I'm on an RD2, let's have a drag race on Route 80, I'd be out $500 right now. And I could buy another bike. So the motto of the story is, if you ride an RD, don't race Hayabusas. Let them win. And they get the prize. The prize was probably a $500 ticket and 3 years of increased insurance. And that's why I like to get about a half hour from the house up Route 80. The Hibernia area, up in that area, very, very little traffic. By the Picatinny Arsenal, none of that. And every once in a while you do see some kind of law enforcement, but they don't seem like they don't have these massive military operations like they do on Route 80. So my bottom line is, if you're riding Route 80 between my house and Route 15, I almost never make that daily trek without seeing minimum 5 or 10 law enforcement possibilities. And there's probably some, the big ones, when the Valentine picks them up and they're unmarked cars, those cars turn into Christmas trees when they start chasing you. It's amazing. And one final thing, because this is turning out to be a funny story day. It's going to be a beautiful day, by the way. I just want to start off before I have my coffee here and share a couple of these stories. Karen and I were going down to Cape May. We were on the Garden State Parkway and in our minivan, and we're going 5 over the limit, 10 over the limit. They don't care about that. And I see 2 motorcycles coming up in the mirror, and I say, oh man, these guys are cooking. they're going 60, 70 miles an hour or whatever, over the limit. So Karen says to me, wow, those guys are flying. I said, yeah, this is not, Garden State Parkway, not a great place to speed. So anyway, we get about, they both passed us, of course, and we get about 4 miles down the road, and I see both of them on the side of the road with the, they're getting a surprise, a little prize, and it's usually about a $500 financial surprise. And you may be wondering, that's why I ride the back roads where there's none of that. And even though there is very little law enforcement, that Valentine, that saves my bacon every time. And I'm just wondering, the guy on the Hayabusa is probably saying this morning, that guy on a yellow bike, he knows something that I didn't know. And he saved all that money not buying a Valentine too. Think of that. And that's why I don't try to pretend. I would not ride the bike without it, because in our area of the country, they got hidden agendas, they got helicopters, they got stuff. You come around a corner, you don't know what the hell it is. They got cars that they hide in bushes and they hide in the tops of trees and whatever. But the Valentine earns his money every ride. Anyway, time to feed the fish. Hope you enjoyed those stories. Well, you guys don't look that hungry this morning. Is this a mating day or an eating day? Never can figure this out. We got a lot of action in the garden this morning. We have a robin keeping us company. Now with the umbrella up, it's just a perfect time to have a nice cup of coffee, oogle the bikes, get the pre-flight done. Boy, it is a beautiful day. Look at this day. Not a cloud in the sky, and finally, looks like the wind has finally puffed down a little bit. We had 4 or 5 days of crappy wind. Whew. Unfortunately, the wisteria looks like most of it was in my pond in the last week. Well, we got a few flowers left, but we're at the end of that cycle. And Karen's garden, since we got rid of the groundhog, Karen's garden is just growing like crazy. And when the end of the winter there, we spent quite a bit of time cleaning this bike up and detailing out the wheels and polishing up so many parts, even the fins of the engine. And now it all pays. Now we can head out on the open road with a clean bike. And her garden is just every day just getting nicer than the day before, and we are so happy with this. Couldn't have worked out better this year. And Karen gave me the final weather today. 0 precip and in the mid-60s. I don't think it gets a lot better than that. I don't think there's a cloud in the sky right now. What a beautiful day this is going to be. The amazing RD time machine. Now I was back in the 70s for the last 3 hours. Oh my God, going past my high school and everything. Didn't happen. And now we're back in the USSR. But sometime I think it really is a time machine. It really is. And we're gonna have the lovely Mrs. Urtnowski is preparing lunch and extra coffee. And we're gonna have ourselves about a half hour of oogling. One thing I always have to remember, shut the gas off. You get so spoiled with modern bikes, you forget reality. But we still got some of Karen's banana cake for lunch today. Ooh, if you only knew how good that is. This is funny, Miles, we gave Miles some, and he loved it so much, he says, hide the cake, don't let Daddy know where we're keeping the cake. So this is the life. I worked my whole life at hard physical labor so I could retire and sit and oogle my two-stroke. Look at this. Now you want to know something? This is funny. While Karen's not here, I can say it. Look at, she cut 2 pieces of banana cake. I bet she's going to take the big one. Look at this. What a healthy lunch. Blueberries, provolone cheese. Oh my God, Luciano will be so jealous. And 2 cups of coffee. Karen doesn't drink coffee in the afternoon. What a way to oogle. Are you ready to oogle, baby? All right, let's oogle. we look at the bikes and look at the blondes. And you're the only blonde here. How lucky can a boy be? I get my new Cycle World. You know what happened? This is a true story too. I don't really get excited about magazines anymore, but this is something. I complained to Cycle World that I had signed up and sent them money and everything, and I never got any issues. Then I went down to the post office and said there's several people in the post office. The postmaster said motorcycle magazines are getting scarce in Rutherford. So what Cycle World did, they added a year to my subscription. So good magazine. Look at this. I didn't even realize this. There's Harbor Freight. Now you get this credit card. With Cycle World, you get a credit card. No kidding, 20% off. Wow, what a surprise. We're trying to trim a tree here, but we don't want to call the tree guide. We could do this, just lean out the window. Don't fall out the window, Mike.
This is not how to do it. Not how to do it. Not how to do it.
Who needs professionals when you have Mike and Wendy? Holy mackerel, look at that garbage can already we got. It's snowing tree branches here. Oh, the tree's all trimmed and it's time to continue oogling. What a day. Look at this day. Not a cloud in the sky. Don't even have any high winds to deal with. Wow. And the tree is already trimmed. So, you guys, I'm feeding you. Where were you guys when we were trimming the tree? You don't come and help me. Yeah, what kind of friends are you?
Stay.
Okay, Andy, if you want to hang out with Karen.
He knows sit, but he doesn't know stay. Sit.
How many tricks does he know, Chris?
He knows nothing.
He knows nothing.
But he's so cute.
Well, he's like me. He gets by on his good looks. Oh, Andy.
Oops.
How's that tree job? The tree has been taken care of.
1,000 degrees on my 3rd floor.
Another nice thing today as we go through the day here. Look, I got my my YAMALube cane. We got 4 gallons of YAMALube. And we got 4 bikes coming up on their oil change soon. Oh, YAMALube special. What a day this is turning out to be. It's a thing of beauty to think about all those bikes. Very soon we'll have nice fresh oil and brand new oil filters. So it's a day in the life of the RD. And I just want to thank the coronavirus workers. Thank you so much. And hope you're enjoying the video as much as I enjoy making them. And thanks for watching. Thanks for helping come trim that tree for us.